You guys ready? Well, we did what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to come out and perform well and win the game. I was happy for our players. I know that the last 3 weeks have been hard on them. I was very proud of the way they approached the week and how hard we worked, the good attitude that we had. I do think we improved in practice this week. I think they had fun out on the field tonight. It was good to get the turnovers early by our defense and then offensively be able to take advantage of it. So it was a good win, and now we got to get ready for next week's game.
Bobby, was there a vibe up to these guys tonight that might have been a little bit different, more of a rhythm to what they were doing?
Yeah, I thought we, started to get into it a little bit with the way we were running the ball, and Lamar was making good reads. They were giving him some runs, and he took advantage of them with his speed. I thought our receivers really, worked hard downfield, getting some big blocks to spring it. And then in the second half, we worked hard on the passing game and tried to really work and improve in all aspects of the passing game. But I was happy with our defense. I thought they played fast and did a really nice job.
With Lamar, is it more impressive to you the number, the 192, or is it the fact that he showed he could make some big plays out there tonight?
Yeah, I think the explosiveness. You see it on the practice field, and we saw it in the first game of the year. But he's real explosive, and he can, go the distance when he gets the opportunity. He does need to learn to when enough is enough and to get down and protect himself. There's a couple times where he continued to cut back, but he's young, he's energetic, and he'll learn that.
We had a lot of guys catch passes. Just talk about the depth and guys making plays and then getting James back.
Yeah, it was really nice to have James back, and not just tonight, but all week in practice, because he certainly is the mature one of the bunch and the one that understands what you need to do to prepare, and I think he helped us all week in practice. He showed his explosiveness tonight. We did mix the ball a lot, and, we got Hicatini back. We got Stanberry a catch or two, and, I feel better about our depth and keeping guys fresher and playing harder. So that's really what we were trying to do with the different personnel groups.
Have you settled on Lamar, or is it still week to week?
Yeah, I think we've settled on Lamar. Is going to, he came out and played well tonight. I do like Reggie being on the field. I think Reggie can really help us. Between the two of them, when they're on the field together, we're faster football team. Reggie can certainly run with the ball. It's a nice catch through a touchdown pass. He's been handling our short yardage this week, and he did a nice job with that, with the exception of the one pick, which, I think he was just trying to get a little greedy. He needed to just run the ball and get the first down. But, I think it makes us a faster football team.
Is some of this simply taking live fire, in terms of just simply for Lamar getting reps and seeing all the different things he's going to see in terms of growing up?
Yeah, there's a lot to learn, a lot to learn, understanding the pass rush, the blitzes. He does have great instincts, and, he needs to learn to keep two hands on the ball in the pocket. There was a couple scary looks out there when he's moving around with one hand on the ball because guys will start swiping at it. But he has good vision, and, I wasn't real happy in the second quarter with the precision of our passing game, so we just tried to say, hey, let's work on it and get better at it.
What did you see from the offensive line tonight with the different guys in there?
Yeah, you probably need to watch the video and really, get to know and see, because it's hard to really tell if we're moving the line of scrimmage. And they kept taking the running backs, which gave us the quarterback runs, So I guess we probably have to really wait and see.
What did you see with TC and moving him in there in practice? What has he done to kind of get that start?
Yeah, he started the spring game for us and showed that he could do that. He's been a little bit banged up, fighting a hamstring, but he had a good week of practice. He's tough. He's a tough kid that really plays hard and gives you, the best effort that he can. And we decided early in the week to give him an opportunity. Lucaeus started at the weak guard. Lucaeus is going to be a really good player at some point. He's physical. He loves playing the game. He plays really hard. He's just continuing to learn.
Coach, how important is it to build some momentum heading into this two-game road trip?
Yeah, it's a good schedule for us. So we need to just really focus on this one game, on going on the road, North Carolina State, playing good football and finding a way to win the game. They're probably going to end up being 4-0 when we go in there. They're a good football team. I watched some of their video this week. They got good secondary. They're fast. Their quarterback's been playing well for them, so it's going to be a good challenge for us. And we just have to have a great week of practice and continue to improve and get better and understand the game of football better.
A lot of young guys on defense saw the field for the first time tonight. Is there anything that stood out to you there? Anything in particular?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to be able to see them. Guys that popped out on me was Isaac Stewart, running around hitting. Lamar Atkins really did a nice job out there, and was working hard at it. Saw D. Smith get a big hit, which was fun to see. And D's a guy that we really feel is going to be a really good player at some point. And so to get him on the field and get that experience, we needed a game like this so we could play a lot of guys.
Tremaine and Jair made a bunch of big plays, breakups, and both had interceptions. Jair especially has made some big plays so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jair's going to be a really good player, and again, to be able to get reps and get in there a bunch. We're lucky we had him with us in spring ball. Did a great job returning. He made some really good returns for us and showed his explosiveness. And, Washington is a guy that's really tough, really easy to coach because he tries to do everything that you ask him to do. T-Buck's done a really nice job bringing those young guys around.
How big is it just to go in? It's 3 losses, but it's 3 long weeks, I'm sure, inside this building.
Yeah, what's good is to see the smiles on their face in the locker room. They've put a lot into it. They've invested a bunch, so to see it pay off and be able to smile and hug each other and be happy after a game is really what you're looking for. So I'm happy for our players.
Coach, you talked about building an identity offensively. How is that going, and do you think you're starting to build that identity?
Well, I think we got to try to build off tonight, and that's what I kind of went back and rewatched the Auburn game, rewatched the first half of Houston, and saw where we were at there. And so in practice this week, we were trying to build off of those and the things that we did well there. So we just got to continue to do that. I think now that we've got some of our players back, Tobridge and Hicatini and Quick, and we can start working different personnel groups and mix it up a little bit.
How did John Wallace handle adversity, and did you like seeing him hit that 50-yarder tonight?
Yeah, I like seeing him, but it's tough. It's tough on a kicker. The life of a kicker. The one thing that you just have to understand is that, that goes with the territory. You hit a lot of them, but the one you don't hit, that's the one that everyone thinks about. Kind of like a quarterback. When you win, you get too much credit. When you lose, you get too much blame. And it was tough on him. He's a good competitor. But the one thing that I really liked was how hard he worked. That he didn't sit around and pout or mope around it. He just had a great attitude and worked extremely hard all week in practice.
What did you tell the offensive linemen going into this week that you're going to be making the changes you did?
Yeah, what we did is we graded the practice and just based most everything on effort. And we wanted them to really practice hard and give great effort and, let them know that it was competition and build off of that. So that's how we decided who the starters were.
Bobby, whether it's week 1 or week 4, is getting that first win of the season still the same feeling to you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I like it week 1. That's a lot better feeling. I think we can build on it. Yeah, I think he's really talented, and he's got a great attitude for it, and he's really explosive. I thought he was going to break one of those tonight. He can catch the ball. He's smart. He's a really good player, and I think it's something we need to try to do is when him and Lamar are on the field together, we're fast, and that's what we're working with. Yeah, go ahead. You're all right.
How do you feel about Lamar's progression as a passer?
Yeah, that's what we were working on, and it's a combination of having better protection, being more precise with our routes and the timing with the quarterback. He missed a couple tonight simply by not taking the correct drop, so he needs to improve on his footwork and on knowing exactly what the depth of the routes are, and So we're a work in progress. There's no doubt about that. But I think the second half is going to help us a little bit because I felt like we did improve with our timing and decision making in the second half. Okay. Thank you.